Welcome to Your Infinite Health. Are you getting older?
Are you feeling it?
How would you like to do that in reverse?
We're your host,
Dr. Tripp
and LeNae.
We've run an integrative medicine practice for 13 years.
Together, we have 60 years of combined experience helping clients.
We've helped tens of thousands achieve success in health and live longer, happier lives.
In this show, we'll cover peer-reviewed and evidence-based integrative approaches to creating the health you've always wanted.
We also share professional experience we see in the field every day.
So if you're ready to feel, look, and live your best life, you're in the right place.
Welcome to Your Infinite Health podcast.
How's it going, Tripp?
Well, LeNae, how are you doing?
Good. So you wrapped up clinic and I was able to harass you to come do a podcast episode.
Yes, dear.
Well, we haven't done any in a while. I had to take a break. I was kind of getting burned out. So we've had a break and I have a list of things that I want to talk about. But today, I'll get to what I want to talk about today in a minute. I have a joke.
No.
I know, but you didn't see that coming.
No, I did not see that coming.
Okay. I bet you don't know what kind of shoes toads wear. Hold on. Oh, I might have messed my joke up. I did. I messed my joke up. Okay,
That's good.
I'm going to have to go to the next one. I gave the answer to that in the question. Okay. I have a list. I just built an ATM that only gives out coins, but I don't know why anybody thought about it because it just makes sense. Pretty soon it won't be making pennies.
Right.
According to the Trump administration's anti-penny rule.
Yeah. Because
it takes 3 cents to make 1 cent penny.
1 penny.
Allegedly. That's what I hear.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the love hormone.
Oh.
AKA oxytocin.
Oxytocin.
It came to mind because I made a post on my Instagram page about it recently because you put me on it. And I don't know, everybody around me says that it's working, but we'll have to go into that in a minute. But I wanted to talk about it because I got criticized by some crazy woman on the internet who decided to shred me up and down and tell me that sex should be sufficient for releasing oxytocin
levels.
I chose not to engage with her because she was stupid. But anyway, it makes for a good podcasting topic. So tell everybody about oxytocin and why we offer it, maybe the benefits and cons and I don't know, all the stuff. Let's talk love hormone. Are joint pain and stiffness slowing you down? At Infinite Health Integrative Medicine Center, we specialize in regenerative medicine therapies designed to actually repair and restore without surgery, without months of downtime, and without a lifetime of pain medications. Our patients are getting back to the activities they love, walking, running, even playing pickleball, pain-free. Ready to discover what's possible for you? Schedule your free discovery call today at yourinfinitehealth.com. That's yourinfinitehealth.com. At Infinite Health, we are redefining what aging means. Okay, look, I know I kind of caught you off guard. You didn't really know what we were going to be talking about today. And I know you are kind of a perfectionist about making sure you get the data just so. But I'm going to say, talk to the listeners like the way that you would talk to a patient, and you wouldn't be spouting out citations to patients. So relax.
Okay.
And let's just have a conversation like you would a normal person who did not go to medical school.
Okay. So oxytocin's, I guess, a peptide that has been found to enhance relationships, decrease anxiety, and to help in social situations. Actually, the amongst other small things that it does, that's became the kind of the dominant focus of its use about a decade ago, I guess, maybe a little less. And it really has been shown to help in enhancing relationships and patient association with other people. Now, I have a couple of patients that have used it very productively. One I just actually saw more recently that there are some tests that, because like all things in medicine and anything that enhances or engages a reaction in the body, it's modulated by its ability to fix onto certain receptors and to then engage in a reaction in the body by communication between cells. So, this patient had gone so far as to have her oxytocin receptor levels assessed by an experimental blood test, which showed her to be actually deficient, and this had caused her to become actually really kind of paranoid and depressed, ultimately anxious and depressed. So when she came to me, she had already done the blood tests and asked me if I would actually help her by prescribing her or assisting her in the administration of oxytocin, and we engaged in that treatment. Now, she was also on multiple antidepressants and psychiatric medications that we're in the process at this point of tapering, because her response has been, for me, just seeing her over the last month or 2 months being on the oxytocin via a nasal spray that we prepared for her. She has actually kind of flowered from a personality standpoint in actually becoming much more engaging, happy, relaxed, and that's some of the purported effects of oxytocin in a kind of a social setting, is that it will increase trust and decrease maybe the creation of scenarios in our minds. What if? What if? What if? And it's been really an engaging result I found in her. So, not that will have the same effect in everybody, but if her receptor levels are deficient or not responding as well to the presence of oxytocin, it may be that increasing those levels in her clinically has had a very positive effect, and we've been able to decrease and stop the two antidepressant medications that she was on. So really interesting stuff. Although needs proper supervision. This is in her case it's been a wonderful aid in her socialization, let's say.
Well, that's awesome. And then you started giving it to me. Am I antisocial?
No, dear.
I'm selectively social.
There we go.
Well, what would you say to that crazy woman that said you shouldn't be taking anything, you should just be having sex?
Well, so sex obviously results in an increase in oxytocin levels, and kind of but that is probably a somewhat ignorant statement in that uh, everybody is not the same, and our genomes are not the same, and so our receptivity to the effects of oxytocin for each of us may be significantly different. And so making a broad-based statement like that, I mean, would seem to say to me that you should be having sex all the time if your receptor levels are inadequate or they're dysfunctional. So that would not be a very um, mindful statement. It would just be kind of off the cuff and would kind of beg the question, if we should maybe look a little bit deeper into a response, a spontaneous response like that, as opposed to just blurting something out without looking up the real information.
You're so politically correct.
I try to be. There are moments I don't.
Well, you do better than me. All right. Well, that's cool. I think, guys, I hope you found this informational, educational, somewhat entertaining. And if you have any questions, reach out. If there's anything you want us to talk about, reach out. Otherwise, until next time.
Thanks for subscribing to Your Infinite Health. I'm Dr. Tripp.
And I'm LeNae. Until next time, feel it, look it, and live it.